Hi everybody, Mindy here. I thought I'd do a quick update on how many different countries I have had people visit my website from since the first of the year. As you know, I've been kind of keeping loose track of this on an ongoing basis since last fall, when I realized last fall that I'd had people visit my website from something like 93, 94 countries, something like that. So this year I decided to do a monthly update on it. And so today's May 31st, so it's end of May. We're 5 months through this year. So what I'm going to do on the reports that I can get from my website is I'm going to click on countries, and then I'm going to set the date parameter that I want to look for as year to date. And then I'm going to click the little arrow thing. Now this gives me a map and tells me what countries I've had people visit my website from. And the green one, of course, is the United States. And since I live in the United States, that's where most of my traffic comes from. And then the countries that are in gold are ones that are represented, in more of a mid-range situation. And then the red ones are countries where I've only had some visits, not as many, maybe just one or two different individuals. And what this keeps track of, it actually keeps track of how many unique visitors I've had from each country. And so as I scroll down, I see that the United States is by far the most representation, but it's only 43% of the total. And then as I scroll on down, it shows all the different countries. It looks like the most popular countries for my website are the United States, Singapore, United Kingdom, Nigeria, Spain, Canada, Australia, the Bahamas, South Africa, and Malaysia. Those are the top 10. And then after that, it just goes on down. But we'll scroll down kind of slow so you can kind of see some of the countries that I've had people visit my website from. And it's kind of a long list. It just keeps going and going. Some of these countries, honestly, I'd never heard of until a few years ago, when I started kind of watching where visits to my website were coming from. So the total, I made it to 100 different countries. I was wondering, last month I think I had 96 or 97 total different countries that from people who had visited my website. And so this month in May, I've got it up to 100 countries. So I'm kind of thinking that I'll be surprised if I get many more this year. 100 countries is an awful lot. And when we look at the map, going back up to the top, when we look at the map of where people have visited from, I can't imagine that there are probably a lot of people in Central Africa who are going to be visiting my website. But I am kind of surprised that I don't yet have anyone from Greenland, because I know that I did last year have someone from Greenland. And last year, actually, this Western Africa area with Guinea and Ivory Coast and Senegal, I know that I had people last year that had visited my website from some of these countries here in Western Africa. So I'm kind of surprised that I haven't had them. And I know last year I had somebody, at least one person, from Madagascar and Mozambique. So they're not on the list yet. But I can't imagine that I'll get too many more countries this year. But I think it's interesting, and I'm kind of glad to see that the total number of countries actually made it to the 100 mark. So anyway, I just think this is interesting that people literally from all over the world are interested in Forex, because my website deals with, Forex trading, currency trading, and that my little website on the internet can draw attention from people in 100 different countries in 5 months. I just think that that's pretty amazing. So I thought I'd share it with you. Just kind of an interesting thing. So have a good day. And if you want to visit my website, it's www.mindyyost.com. And I offer information there to help you trade profitably in the Forex markets. So visit my website and tell your friends, especially if they live in some of these countries where I haven't had any visits from yet this year, because I think it'd be great if by the end of the year I could cover the whole world. I don't think that's going to happen, but it sure is kind of an interesting thing to think about. So anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.